Hi, my name is Spencer, and today I'll be reacting to Star Trek Prodigy, Season 1, Episode 12. Last time, the crew of the Protostar approached a Federation outpost. They were getting all settled in, and then the virus that's on the Protostar infected the outpost, and the outpost ended up destroying itself. The one guy that was at the outpost just booked it, understandably so. And then at the end, Gwyn remembered what happened. Over this past week, I saw a video on Twitter it was someone asking Kate Mulgrew what she's looking forward to most for fans to see in Prodigy. And she said something about, exploring feelings, like guilt and stuff when it comes to Chakotay. And it looked like a lot of the retweets were like, oh my gosh, we're finally getting Janeway and Chakotay, like the romance or whatever. But I don't know, when I watched it, like without seeing any other comments or anything, I watched it, I was like, is he gonna die? Like, does she feel guilty because he sends him on this mission and then he dies? I mean, I guess it could go either way. Maybe there will be some romance between Janeway and Chakotay, and maybe it won't happen. Maybe he is dead, and maybe she's guilty because something could have happened, but it didn't. I don't know. I don't remember if I shipped Janeway and Chakotay at all when I was watching Voyager, and then at the end, Chakotay ended up with Seven, or they ended up like exploring something, him and Seven. So I don't know, and we know where Seven's at right now. As for Chakotay, we didn't know anything until Prodigy, so I'm excited to see. I hope he's not dead, but you never know. Also, I forgot to mention in the last episode at the end, Janeway went to Tars Lamora and picked up the Diviner, although the Diviner is still mad, most likely still mad, because I doubt any amount of time would make it better. Just time itself, like he would need some medical help. So maybe they're gonna try and help him, and then if he does become sane while on her ship, then could spell trouble. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. I have no idea what to expect from this episode. Don't even know what the title is. But before I get into this, don't forget to like this video if you like it, and if you have anything to say about this episode or the previous episodes, please put it in the comments. Also, if you're not currently subscribed but you like this kind of content, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. It really helps me to stay motivated to get these videos edited and posted as soon as possible, and it helps the channel to grow. And we're already a little over 250 subscribers, which is pretty exciting. So thanks for joining if you're here watching. But I think I've rambled on for long enough, so I will go ahead and get this episode started. Let sleeping Borg lie. Okay, we're gonna see the Borg.
Our weapons will release a signal that will corrupt.
Corrupt? Even the way he says it. Quiet! Shh.
Okay, so they're watching it back. Why couldn't they have done this before?
A secret weapon on my ship?
That explains why the...
I love that he calls it his ship.
All this because Starfleet made first contact with their homeworld?
You mean will. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, that detail went way over my head the first time I watched it. Both times I watched it, and you guys had to point it out last video. So.
Oh, that's right. They wiped that from your memory too.
Touche.
What?
Computer, end playback!
Oh, okay. Didn't she pause it though? Oh no, she just turned it down. That's what it was.
There's a weapon aboard our ship that we gotta find!
Not here!
Oh boy. Jason he's always an interesting performer.
If only we knew what we were looking for.
I mean, it seemed like it was underneath the bridge, at least when it showed it last episode.
Your heirloom. It's reacting.
It's a key.
I have no record of this entire subdeck.
Then how did it get here? Or maybe it was erased from her memory.
It's alive.
Then we need to make it not alive.
How about we launch it out of an airlock?
True.
At least I'm offering ideas.
Don't worry. Jacob will fix it.
Whoa, no. No.
Yeah, of course that wouldn't work. It's worth a shot, though.
Oh, great. Now what?
Proximity alert. Vessel detected.
Borg cube. Yeah.
Is that a ship?
Ah, yes. Star Trek Prodigy, a show for kids, introducing kids to the Borg.
Thousands of minds working as one.
With the sole intent to eradicate everything that's perceived to be a threat, including us.
Maybe there's a solution for your virus problem in there.
If the knowledge on that cube can help us stop it, we have to try.
The Federation's survival may depend on it.
True.
But if you're going to be stubborn, at least let me brief you on everything I know.
It's a lot.
Tea. Black.
That's out of character for her.
You're not drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Between you and me, Ensign, I need a second opinion.
That's funny. Ah, yep. They're trying to recuperate him.
How's our patient?
He's just coming out of his stasis. You're welcome.
Is he sane, though?
The soup we found him in contains some kind of life-sustaining bioserum. Perhaps if we replicate it, we can revive him.
That's enough.
True.
The sooner he recovers, the sooner we'll have answers.
We'll see. They should get her a mobile emitter, just so that she can go with them.
Carbon tubing? Thermocouplers? Ooh, monotonium aperture valves.
And he was complaining that, yeah, he didn't want to be in a box.
Huh?
What is it? A drone? Yeah.
Wouldn't want to be here when they wake up.
And there's a lot of them.
Let's hope they have the intel we need.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, great. The Borg never assimilated a turbo lift?
That's funny. Scary business. I don't know. I'm guessing they're not going to find a solution, or they're going to get interrupted or something, just because in the preview for this half of the season, Janeway was still chasing them, and they did not want to make contact with her.
Stand aside and let Jankum work his hack chick.
Just be careful, you might alert someone. Or the drones, whatever.
Has anybody seen any buttons whatsoever? Starting to freak out here.
What is he looking at?
Someone has to plug themselves into the collective.
I mean, it makes sense. For the Borg.
If there's anyone who has a chance at resisting the Borg, it's me.
Do they assimilate non-corporeal beings? I mean, Zero is also using technology to communicate and stuff, so... But still.
Crew, what's going on over there? Status report.
Oh, are they waking up? I'm sure Zero feels some sort of comfort knowing that they're not affected by their appearance.
Resistance is futile.
Interesting. I think in live action we've only seen the ones that are like very humanoid.
Let's see how they adapt to this.
Oh, is it supposed to be like a batleth? That's awesome. You're surrounded. Brute force might work. Well, it's clear down there.
Save Zero!
Well, all they need to do is stick you with some nanoprobes, right? But she did say that the nanoprobes were offline or something, so...
Resistance is futile.
Well,
If you're not a threat, they will ignore.
it's an interesting headpiece. That's eerie.
0. Great. 0.
That's Borg 0.
Actually, Jacob will pass on the upgrade.
Yeah, you will be upgraded if you're not careful.
We will not hurt others anymore.
Good, good, good. He's working.
We will
Still in there somewhere.
because I'm already a part of a collective that is stronger than you will ever be.
Nice. Are they all getting deactivated?
I lured them into a dormant state, but it won't hold.
Okay, dormant.
We have 0 back. And that's enough for me. A distress signal? Can we help?
Who's that?
Plot a course.
Yeah.
You gonna get any more Janeway, like Vice Admiral Janeway, before the end of the episode? Yep.
A helpless Starfleet relay station. Decimated. No sign of survivors.
Oh, he's awake. Okay, I have a few thoughts. I think it's interesting that she called it a helpless relay station, but it destroyed itself with its own weapons. Like, it had weapons, so it wasn't really helpless. So, yeah. And also, like, no one died with that, so there is a silver lining to that situation. The diviner waking up is gonna make things complicated. He's probably smart enough to play along, to not show all his cards to Janeway. But Janeway's pretty smart too, so maybe she'll pick up on it and be like, this guy spells trouble. But he could totally just pretend to be on their side, trying to find the protostar. Yeah, I mean, I think they could still, like, land on the same planet as Vice Admiral Janeway, and then talk in person to discuss, like, hey, this is what's happening. But I don't think they'll go that way. At least not for a little while. It seems like the crew of the Protostar wants to do their own thing until they can figure out a solution for the living construct. But Janeway's still going to be, like, chasing them, or trying to figure out what happened to Chakotay. Hopefully she can figure it out. I wonder if that will turn into, like, a splitting of the two storylines, you know, with the kids going and doing their own missions, and then Janeway finding out what actually happened to Chakotay, and then, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know where this could go. I mean, I guess I can come up with a few ideas of where it could go, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know, I didn't mind seeing the Borg, and I suppose that since 0 is this more advanced than human or other species that have been assimilated, that it was easier for them to resist, maybe? Or maybe it was just because it had happened so quickly, like so recently. Because, I mean, we did see in Picard Season 2, we saw, and I apologize if this is a spoiler for you if you haven't seen it, but we saw the mind battle, not battle, but like the struggle that was happening in Girardi's mind when the Borg Queen inhabited her. So maybe it is a strength of will, but also like recency in terms of being assimilated. But let me know what you guys thought about that and about this episode in general. I don't know. I liked it. I didn't mind it. I like that we got to see some of Vice Admiral Janeway's ship and her interactions with that crew. And I'm very curious where this is going to go. So, yeah. I think those are all my thoughts for this episode. I mean, no complaints about the cheesiness for some of the stuff, like some of the one-liners and quips, like, because, I mean, it is a kid's show, so they're going to have those. But there weren't any that really, like, stuck out to me that where I was like, oh, that was lame. I don't know, I'm curious if the Borg have ever encountered Gwyn's species. or dolls. I mean, it's very possible because they are in the Delta Quadrant, and that's presumably where Doll's home planet and Gwyn's home planet. I'm reluctant to say home planet because she's never been there, but her people's home planet is presumably also in the Delta Quadrant. So it's very possible that the Borg have encountered them and have already added some of them to their collective. Like, I was wondering during the episode, like, how hard it would be to assimilate Rock, because, like, tough skin, I mean, obviously there's ways in, I'm assuming, but it's an interesting idea. I thought it was cool that we got to see the I don't know what the species is called, so don't hate on me for that, but the guy that's, like, humanoid, but, like, looks like kind of like a rhino. He's got horns. Thought it was interesting. We don't really see much of those sort of drones, Borg drones. So I thought it was nice to see some variety. And I'm like, I guess I'm a little confused about like how the assimilation of non-corporeal beings works. Like, if they're non-corporeal, they have no physical way of infiltrating, right? That's what non-corporeal means, right? But, like, obviously they've got something to get into the mindscape of Zero. Because, I mean, they could easily take over Zero's robot body without taking over Zero. But they did take over Zero for a bit. So it's like, I don't know. I'm curious about how that works. But, I mean, even if I asked someone who, like, knows Starfleet and Star Trek and all the terminology and stuff, it would just be a bunch of technobabble that no one would understand. So yeah, it's all fictional, but yeah, anyways, like I said, let me know what you guys thought about this episode, about what you think is going to happen. Thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.